Nick's puck who are like they're just so slow. They don't go for BKB, and they don't really work together. Like Nick's puck coils and Nick's stun or stun into puck is nothing. Like Shaker into A Ice Blast, like, that makes way more sense. And the lanes, everything, it feels awful. They feel like they need more, so they pick this Alchemist. They need something that does everything, that carries them, that does a lot of damage, and they just end up going to that direction, which maybe wasn't the best direction against LG, who just runs at your face.
Yeah, and I mean the Earthshaker just got an insane amount of farm that game. Actually got a Blink Dagger at just shy of 12 minutes, which is crazy fast. With that said, the match MVP was Sumnus. Voted everyone the giant anger bear. And of course, I see the sign there. It said "Go Bears." There's someone wearing a bear helmet with a giant sign that just says "Go Bears." There it is. Hello. Excellent. That doesn't even look like Ursa. It's like a children's bear hat. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, the Alchemist got dominated.
Yeah,
in that mid lane.
In games like this, when you're down into an elimination game, you're going to pull out a hero like that just to pick up a free win, but it's so hard to do it in a situation where he just had so much working against him. He didn't really have a lot of space. I felt like the biggest thing too is Nyx can be such a great hero because it denies so many different mid-hero picks. You can't pick any of the usual in-hero pool. But the big thing in that game is it had no purpose. He had nowhere to go. He goes bottom. There's not much for him to do there. There's not a lot of kill potential. So they can't really do much against his anti-mage. Then this anti-mage scales. Nyx is trying to salvage all 3 lanes. He can't really go anywhere. And now you're in a position where you just got one hero that's sort of dead on the map.
We've talked a little bit about the drafts. Let's talk about the plays, Purge.
Got some good ones.
Domination.
Yeah, like you guys said, it was very difficult for the Alchemist to have a good game because of the matchup. It was a Ursa versus Alk. You never really want to be against a Ursa if you're a melee hero. And the cool thing that happened here is that Sumnus ended up grabbing a very fast Orb of Venom at the same time that OP thought he had Boots advantage. So if you have Boots advantage, it means you can get away. But that early delivery of the Orb of Venom gave him that extra slow on his opponent that guaranteed the kill. And then from there, it was just a lot of pressure coming from the enemy team. With the Bounty Hunter basically just following OP. He knows that he can't actually lane against the Ursa, so he's able to sap his experience and things like that. And the reason that this happened is because early on in the game, when the Alchemist is going to exit his lane, where he's going to end up is usually in either this spot on the map or this spot on the map. And to deal with that, what the Bounty Hunter does is just strolls through and puts an observer ward here or there, just to know always where Alchemist is, and then it gives him a lot more opportunity to actually get kills and then ultimately collect dollar signs and all that stuff. So we ended up seeing that quite a few times. Even this one that didn't end up with a kill on the Alchemist, Bounty scouts him out. Ursa moves over while he sets up the slow, and even though they didn't end up getting this kill, it was still really beneficial because Alk is at like a 2-level disadvantage at this point, which is hugely beneficial. And the other cool thing LGD didn't do here was go for that kill. They played it so safe. They knew they were dominating, and they could still back off. So it was all of these culminations of the pressures that they could do against Alchemist that just made it almost impossible for him to get in the game.
LGD will be advancing 2-0 in a grand total of less than 1 hour for the entire series. And to talk a little bit about their victory, we got Victoria with Casey.
Thank you. Congratulations, Victoria. Josh is going to be helping us translate. So Josh, thank you. I want to take you back to game 1 because that was an intense game that, as we've all been saying, ended in less than 20 minutes. So what was the mood like in the pod during that game, and how did that feel for you as a team?
就是首先第一局嘛，你们是20分钟以内使对手打出了机器，然后当时在里面的你们队伍的气氛，然后当时的场景，请你说一下。
就大家都比较放松，很开心，就想着开心游戏就行了。
Actually, we were all pretty carefree. We were pretty relaxed, so we were just thinking, you know, like let's have fun with the game, be happy.
Have you been feeling that way for the last several games? I mean, that was the 6th game in a row you've won on TI main stage. The only team that's beaten you is VP when they 2-0'd you in the upper bracket. So have you been carefree ever since, or what's changed since those first 2 games here on main stage for you?
那个这次 TI7 主赛事的话，你们是在被 VP 2-0之后，现在是连赢了6把，然后连赢6把，你们这个是怎么做到？就是是否一直都是这种开心的心态来面对？
是之前输 VP 的时候，就是后面讨论了，就是有太想过针对别人而导致自己那阵容拿的不是很好，之后输下来之后，大家也想过。 只要想了自己，不用想的是怎么针对别人，自己打得舒服就行了，然后开心。
So after we lost against VP, we as a team we discussed, we kind of decided, we realized basically that we were trying to counter the opponents too hard, so we decided let's not counter them, let's just play our own game, play what's fun for us and have fun.
It's obviously working for you. You're about to see Liquid again this afternoon. The last time you saw them was in group stage when you won them. Just wondering how you think you match up against them now that you're going to be facing them again.
那你们下一场的对手将是 Liquid， 然后 Liquid 也是你们小组赛对阵过的，然后就是请问你觉得你们下面对阵 Liquid 是个怎么样的情形？
不管结果怎么样，开心游戏就好。
Actually, no matter what we do, just as long as we have fun, it's good.
Having fun. Boy, there's a novel idea. I love it. You guys are clearly having fun and it's working for you. Congratulations, Victoria. And Josh, thank you. Really appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Casey, and thank you, Victoria. Only focus on having fun.
Yeah, it's a good strat. I like it. You know, you go to TI, you act all serious because it's like a huge tournament and there's a lot on the line, but you can step back and you can just say, let's just have fun. And it seems to be working out for them.
Pick Magnus or have fun. LGD has been really crushing. And an interesting thing to note about their path through the brackets, both they and Team Liquid fell to lowers in the very first round of winners, and they have both won out to get to top 4. In fact, all the teams that are remaining right now, Team Liquid, LGD, and then winners Nubia and LFY, all began in the winners bracket. It's kind of interesting to see that consistency.
It happened in the previous 2 years as well. That was something that we pointed out early on in the group panels, that the groups matter, because consistently the teams that have, even if you fall out early, we saw DC do that last year where they fell to wings really early on in the bracket, but it doesn't make a difference because you have that cushion and you learn at the same time. So you can take a step back and say, okay, we're not as good as we thought we were. What are we going to do to change things up? Obviously, we did well in groups, so something was working. Let's try to reevaluate. We still have some games to play.
Now, in terms of the matchup of LGD going up against Team Liquid, what does Team Liquid need to do to beat LGD? I mean, LGD is going to have a huge confidence going into that match. Prevent them from having fun.
I mean, they can think anti-mage, I guess. But they need to slow down 11 and maybe. Because the difference between LGD and all the other teams is that they have they're 3 and 2 position just run at you. And they just keep running at you. And their Ricer is actually, their 1 position is actually one of the only super Ricers in this tournament. He buys he skips ultimate on Troll, he buys Mom, he just farms on Magnus. Because the other 2 guys, you know, they can play Magnus and stuff because they just run at you. Like these slow heroes, they work for them because the other players will just keep running at you while they're carry free farms.
Can you clarify a little bit about what just run at you means and how that contrasts with different styles?
Like for example, like nowadays a lot of high MMR mid players, like they play like invokers, you know, they slow down, they just want to get their farm movement, they want to carry the game. But maybe, you know, he doesn't care about that stuff. He's like weak MMR, and when he plays like pubs, he has like 5 deaths. He doesn't care. He just keeps going. 11, just same thing. You know, they just keep running at you, and they keep trying to fight, and they keep trying to make space for the rest of their team. They don't really care too much about their farm. You know, if they have 1 item, or even if their item's not completed, they're just gonna, like, they have an Ogre Axe instead of the BKB. They're already gonna be like, yo, I have Ogre Axe. I'm super strong, guys. I want to fight. They're like, okay, and I'm not part of this. I'm gonna farm. Do you have Trollty? No, I don't. I'm not gonna help you guys in any way. You know, you guys go ahead. I'm just gonna AFK Rice, and that's their playstyle, and it works.
And do you think that is the increasingly dominant style that we're seeing here at TI? I mean, Arteezy, as a carry player, is this like a preference for you to just have the other 4 players bombing in to let you farm?
I mean, I would for sure enjoy like being AIM right now. He has like this.
You'd enjoy a 1v0.
He just farms Ancients, and then he farms the other Ancients, and then sometimes, you know, he'll just go solo Roche. They'll smoke with him, and he'll just solo Roche. You know, he has a pretty nice game to play, honestly, and he does it very well. So that's why they're so confident in him. So they know that if they make space for this guy, he will carry the game. So they don't feel any pressure at all.
But they're matching up against Team Liquid that we've seen do both push-heavy lineups with, you know, Keeper of the Light and Troll, but also, as Merlini says, they non-Dota, where they just pick Broodmother, they just pick Huskar. What do you expect to see out of the matchup between Team Liquid and LGD?
I think Liquid, for example, they really want the offlane to work. I think we were talking at the cafeteria, we were just saying, Mind Control really needs to set the tone for this kind of matchup. I feel like he needs these heroes that'll delay the game in contrast to what LGD does, like Envy pointed out. LGD, if they're going to run at you, Liquid, you need to divert them, misdirect at all times. So these heroes like Keeper of the Light that can shove out the waste for free, Nature's Prophet, Beastmaster, I think these are going to be huge for them.
I really think Mind Control should be playing one of those like Furion or Beasts against this team. I think he excels on it. He can direct the game in his own way, and I think that's what Liquid needs to be successful.
What about you, EE?
It's hard to talk about because I feel like it's gonna be so confusing, right? Because it's like this LGD team, they're willing to pick this Ursa mid. You know, they're gonna try to destroy you in the lane. Like maybe we'll play anything, but like so will Matoma Man / Miracle. You know, they're not afraid to run some Brute Mother mid or some Huskar mid, some untraditional lane destroyers, and they're just gonna both try to out mind game the enemy and try to slow down each other in the laning phase to the point where like everyone is just gonna be very confused and like yeah, and they're just gonna try to do that. Like Liquid wants to like do that the more though. Like LGD, I feel like if they're able to just play a solid game, I feel like they will take the series.
Well, with that, we now know who the top 4 are. Team Liquid and LGD are in lowers. They will be facing each other later on today. The next match coming up will be Newbie versus LFY, and the players are at this point in time still getting ready to get set up. And with that, let's just take a brief break from matches and look behind the scenes with Slacks.
Hello? Whose dog is this? Hello? What is this? Production? Okay, let's go find your owner, buddy. Don't worry, we'll find your owner. Oh, look. This looks like it could be good. Hey, Sarah. Is this your dog?
No.
No? Okay. What are you doing here? What is this part of production?
No.
Hey, no? Is that really it? Okay, cool. This looks pretty sweet, though. I guess that's where they control all the screens at all times. All the cameras are right here at the control center. But that's not your mommy, is it? Oh, hello. What's up, man? Is this your dog?
No, it's not my dog.
Is this your dog?
No, I don't recognize the dog.
Okay, what do you guys do here? What is this part of production?
I am a font coordinator for this big guy right here.
What the heck does that mean? What do you do?
I run this Graphics Master 3000. It's the Lotus or Deltoid type pixel transformation unit.
Yeah, it definitely sounds made up. All right, thanks a lot. Oh, yo, Tort. Hey.
How's it going?
Is this your dog, bro?
Oh, I wish. He's so cute. Hello. Hey, little buddy.
Oh, okay. What are you doing over here?
I'm doing the newbie stream, newcomer stream. It's going great, yeah.
How does it work?